What's happening, people? Welcome to another video with Allsortzz. Check this out. I've got the latest HW12 Smartwatch Series 6 clone. A few people actually commented on my previous videos asking me to unbox and review this. I already had it on order and here it is. But just before I get started, people, make sure you follow me on one of these social medias, as I always put up sneak peeks on what to expect on Allsortz. And as always, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also the bell notification, so when I upload any video you'll actually be notified. Anyways, let's get straight into this. So the packaging is pretty basic. HW12. This is also a split screen as well. You can actually put two screens onto the screen, like this picture right here, as you can see right there. So we'll check the features out later in the video. Let's unbox this, but just before we do that, take a look at the box. There's nothing else around it. That is what it looks like. It's a Series 6 clone. And here is some of the specifications. So that is the package size. The package weight is 124 grams, Bluetooth 5.2. The chip is HS6621. The display is 1.57 inch and it runs Android 5.0 plus or iOS 10 plus, so it supports anything above these operating systems. The battery capacity is 200 mAh, which lasts for around 4-5 hours depending on how you use it. Standby time is around 75 days. It's waterproof, IP67, and the app that you need to download is Wear Fit Pro. A few trademarks and made in China, as is everything else. You know how we do, people. Let's get straight into it. If you do recommend any other watches, do let me know in the comment section below. But I have got quite a few other smartwatches on order, and if you didn't see my previous video where I did a super clone Series 6 with the same identical box, then check it out. I've done it on my previous videos, or I'll leave the link in the description box below. Anyways, let's get into this one. Let's see how it is. Let's see what we get inside the box, and then we'll check out the features of this watch. So straight away, you've got the manuals. HW12 smartwatch, that's what it's supposed to look like. We're going to see what it looks like properly once we take it out. I can see it a little bit, so can you. So you've got the manuals in Chinese and English. And there we go, check that out. If you want to pause it, you can pause it. And it's in different languages. It's not English, is it? It's not English. That is not English. So it's in Chinese and another language, so forget that. Anyways, here is the watch itself. Wow, it's a little bit smaller compared to my original one and the previous i8 Pro, but we'll get to that later. Probably thinking this is a 40, they designed it as a 40mm one. But just before we take a look at the watch itself, what else do we get inside? Just a charging mechanism, which is like the previous one. So that's about it. Let's get straight into it and check out the watch. So the bands look identical to the original. Let's open this up to see what it's like. If it does open. Quick jump cut right there. So here we go. Check this out. It definitely looks much smaller than the previous smartwatches. So I'm pretty sure they've based this on a 40mm. It's a little bit heavier as well. So take a look at the design of the watch. At the back, let's start off with the back. And the back, it actually says heart rate, heart health bracelet, waterproof, level, IP67, made in China. And it's got the charging mechanism right here. It's got no slats where you push in to take out the watch bands, but you can just slide them straight out. I don't know if these actually fit the original or vice versa. If you want to see a real versus fake with this HW12, then make sure you hit the like button and let me know in the comment section below. So you've got the working crown, which is supposed to work. We'll check that out later. You've got the button placed in the same place, but the mic cutout is placed different compared to the Series 5 and 6. So it's placed lower, or just at the bottom of where the button is. So that's about it. Nothing else. You've got speaker grills on the other side, some sensors, and that's about it, people. Let's see if this has got some juice in. Just gonna zoom it in for you. And I've just realized that this button right here is a fake. It's not even a button, it's just a lookalike. So it's a fake button right there. Everything you have to do with this crown right here, the scrolling, power on, power off and whatnot. So let's give it a go. Pushing it in and hopefully it should switch on. Straight away booted up. You get the boot up sound, and that's about it. So to change the watch faces, you can't actually do it on the watch as well. I'm going to show you how to do it later in the video. So what I mean with the split screen is when you push it to the left, another screen actually comes on, and at the bottom you can actually click the apps you've already clicked on before. This middle one is SOS, and click the scan code link, which means it's a QR code, and that's how you download your app. And at the top is date and time. So yeah, that's a split screen device, which looks really good, to be honest. So instead of just going into the menu, which you have to do right here, and I have got to say the touch screen sensitivity is really good. It's nice and smooth. Even the crown as well, it's really nice and smooth. It doesn't move when you just tap it like the previous one I did. So it's a really nice smooth feel as well. So let's give you an example. So if I went into your fitness app, and then I went into settings, show you what the settings like. Let me just quickly show you the split screen, and as you can see, both of them are right there. So that's a good feature on this phone, on this smartwatch. So let me go back into settings and show you what we have. So we have screen dimming, brightness and duration, which you can change from 10 to 20 seconds. Well, we'll change it to 15. Screen off time, phone settings, that's when you connect your phone. Raise your wrist, so you can actually switch that on and off. Do not disturb mode, sound and vibration, language settings, connect mobile phone, which we'll do later. Password, you can have a password also on this smartwatch. The about we'll check in a second. Restart, reboot, whatever you want to call it. Restore factory settings, and shutdown as well. So if we go into about version 1.35, and the name is HW12. But when we go back into settings, there's nothing where you can actually change your watch face. So I think you have to do that in the app, which we'll download later. And you can't even actually change it into a list view as well, so that's no good. Maybe you could change it into the list view in your app, but we'll have to check that out. So you have got a lot of decent apps with this. So what I'm going to do now is put it onto my wrist, and we'll check a few of the health apps to see if they work. Here we have it. It fits really nice. Like I said, I have checked on the box on the manual, and it is a 40mm watch, so it's a much smaller HW12. I don't think you can get this in a bigger version, but I have got to say it looks really nice. It doesn't look really big on your wrist. Well, my wrist is small anyway, so depending on what wrist what size your wrist is. So let's go into heart rate, and let's see how long it takes for it to give me a reading. Now we have a reading of 68 beats per minute, which seems okay. So what I'm going to do is take that off now, take off the watch, and then let's give it a try and see how long it takes. So altogether, after that quick jump cut, it took around 30 seconds. So I'm going to see how long it takes. As you can see here, the green lights are flashing, which means it's trying to detect your wrist. You can see it flashing on the desk right there. So I'm going to try and do it without jump cutting it, just to show you if it actually works or not. So overall, it's not getting a reading. It's still flashing, as you can see with the well, it was flashing, but it's not actually giving a reading, which sounds and seems okay because it's not on the wrist. With some of the previous smartwatches I did, they actually gave a reading even when the watch was off my wrist as well. So that's really good. This is the first time this watch has actually not gave a reading while it's off my wrist. So for the health apps, let's check the other ones as well, and hopefully they all will work like this one. Right, let's see what else we have when it comes to the health apps. So you don't have a list view, so it would be good if it was, but I have got to say there is only, well, what's that one? That's blood pressure. So I don't know if that actually works properly or not, because I can't test it with another a proper blood pressure monitor because I haven't got one. But I've got to say the heart rate monitor is similar, because I do get same readings on my original Series 6 smartwatch. So with this reading, I don't know what it's going to be like, and I'm pretty well 70 over 115, 116, 77. It does change as well. It just doesn't go to one reading. So let's take it off. Does it go off when actually, or does the numbers go up and down? So the numbers have stopped. As you can see, it was going up and down when it was on my wrist, and it's actually flashing and the numbers have stayed the same because it's not actually detecting nothing. So we'll go back and let's go back again, and that actually gives you the reading on the maps as well when you scroll it down the crown. So that goes to show the crown works decent as well. The light is flashing, but it's not actually giving a reading, so that is really good. I do like this watch because the health apps actually do work. So you've got your night mode, sleep mode right there, brightness, well, reboot, everything is on here. Your weather, your cold, which one is that one, your pressure as well, cold, sound and vibration. There's no display app as well, you know, to change your watch faces. That's that one's just a bright screen. That is a breathe app as well. This is a oxygen, which should work as well because it's off my wrist and it's not actually showing a reading, which is good. I like this watch even though it's a little bit smaller, and that's the only thing that puts me off is this fake button right here. But to make it a little bit better, look at that, you can actually use your split screen to choose what other apps you want to go back onto. So swiping it down, you've got your quick shortcuts right there, so you can lock it, brightness, Bluetooth, you can take it off going straight into settings. If you swipe it back up, that goes to your notifications, your messages. Swipe it to the left, your heart rate, your data, well, that is how much calories you burn, how long you walk, whatever. Your weather app, and you can add components right there, and you swipe it to the right, then it's your split screen. Now this QR code is for when you've downloaded the app and you can actually connect the app to the smartwatch. The QR code that you need to download the app is in your manuals, which is right there, so just use the QR code from there and then you can download the app.
A few moments later.
Okay, so after numerous attempts, it took me ages. I've took my Bluetooth off, I've switched my Apple Series 6 watch off just to connect this, and it's not actually connecting to the app. No idea why. It just keeps searching for it and it says no device found. I've tried using the QR code, I've done also just about everything. Switch the smartwatch off, try it again, delete it off the Bluetooth, try it again, everything, and it's not actually connecting to the app. No idea why. It just says connection failed. So that's about it, to be honest. Raise to wake, let's see if that wakes properly. Well, is it gone off? There we go. So yeah, raise to wake does work on it, but overall just use it as it is. It's good because the health app works. You can use the pedometer, all the apps work decent on it, and you can actually show your records as well from when you used it, which would be good as well. It would be better if it worked on the app because everything gets stored onto the app and you can actually check it from the app as well. The good thing I like about it is the split screen, and that's about it. This is a small size, but I actually prefer the 44mm. If I do actually get the watch working on the app, I'll make another video part 2, so if you'd like to see that, let me know in the comment section below. But overall, what do you think about the watch? You can actually use the features on it, even the calls as well. Let's go. I don't think it's connected properly, so it's calling, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's calling from my phone.
Hello, and welcome
it's
to the O2
playing from here, so you can hear it from the
mobile number you want to
watch.
top up, followed by #.
We won't do that just now. So you can actually use everything from the watch as well, and when you receive your notifications like your calls and texts, it will actually come to the phone as well. So let me give you, well, I was gonna actually give you, but I ain't got my other phone at the moment. So yeah, that is about it, people. This is the HW12. Shame about it not connecting to the app, but I don't know if that's my phone or if it's not running on iOS 14. I have no idea. We'll have to check that on a later date with the another phone. So do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Have you actually got one? Does yours connect to iOS 14 or does it not? Does it connect easily to Android? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you want to see any other videos with this watch or any other watch, then do let me know. I'll actually be happy to make them for you. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you again for another video.